Good morning to all, the respected member of the body. Today we are gathered for a seminar on cybersecurity. A day without prayer is a day without blessing. A life without prayer is a life without power. So let's begin with the prayer. I request everyone to stand for silence. Thank you. I would like to welcome you all to this occasion. I'm sure this seminar will be good for our benefit. Next, I would like to welcome Pavitra from to deliver the
A pleasant morning to one and all present here. I feel privileged to deliver a welcome address on this auspicious day. First, I would like to welcome our Honorable Secretary, Sri A.P. Selvarajan sir. Welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome our dynamic principal, Dr. S. Krishnamurthy sir, who stands the pillar of our college. Welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome our vice principals, Dr. P.K. Balamurugan sir and Ms. R. Muthalakshmi. Welcome you, sir. Welcome you, ma'am. Next, I would like to welcome our today's chief guest, Dr. P. Manikam, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Tyagaraja College, Madurai. Welcome you, sir. Next,
Thank you.
I would like to welcome our beloved head of the department, Mrs. L. Vidya, ma'am. Welcome you, ma'am. Next, I am happy to welcome our department faculty members. Welcome you all. Finally, I am very blissful to welcome all my tech students for joining us with this association. Surely, such type of meetings will inspire you and helps you to gain some good technical knowledge. All the best, my brothers, sisters, and my friends. Once again, I welcome you all for taking part in this. Thank you.
thank you. Next, I would like to call upon our honorable Dr. P. Manikam, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Tyagaraja College, to deliver the seminar on the topic of cyber.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Respected Secretary Sir, Principal Sir, Vice Principals, HOD ma'am, Department of Computer Science, faculty members and dear students of Department of Computer Science, good morning you all. At the outset, I would like to thank college management, higher authorities, organizers for arranging this wonderful seminar on the topic cyber security. Thank you. With these few words, let me start the session. Am I audible, professors? Dear students, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just a moment, please. Slide is visible. Dear students, slide is visible. Yeah, is visible. Anyone of you, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Right. Okay, fine, students. I mean, as other people, other student represented as we people are gathered over the online mode to discuss about the topic cyber security. Okay, fine. What about my presentation? I'm going to touch the parts of the cyber security, such as what is cyber security and why we people are giving more importance to the topic or the area cyber security, and what are the classification or types of the security and the types of the security services. Okay, then we people are going to discuss about the what is cryptography techniques, and also we know about the lightweight cryptography, and we are going to complete this today's session with the cyber crime and the cyber forensics. Okay, so this is my overview, this is my presentation, what are the areas we are going to discuss, what are the topics we are going to touch. Okay, right, students, you know, I mean cyber security, and you know, I mean, you know the word, the meaning of security. What do you mean by cyber? Okay, students, you know, I mean, network of networks, sir. Any guess? Yes, internet. Okay. See, internet is what a network of network. Fine. See, what is the use of the internet? Very simply, we can say that is sharing the resource. Okay, sharing the resources may be a software, hardware. Okay, what I mean, you can share the files, we can share the informations, we can view the other institutions, other organization details. Okay, fine. What about the hardware? We can share the hardware. What I mean that rather than purchasing the n number of printers in one department, we can purchase one printer, valuable, costly printer, and we can share the printer by using the sharing mode. Okay, sir, what is the problem? We are sending or receiving the data in the internet. That's okay. That is the moment when you transfer, when you send the data from your computer to the other computer which are connected by using the internet, then we will meet the problem. That is what a cyber attack and so on and so forth. Okay, so we people are assembled at right now to discuss about what are the types of the security attacks, how do we address these attacks, what about our contribution to address or countermeasure these attacks. Okay, fine. All right, what it is actually, see, which means that techniques, which consists of so many techniques or procedures or methods are there in order to protect the digital information, not data. Students, you know the meaning difference of data and information. We are going to protect the digital information as well as the computer's networks. See, as I said earlier, when the data is in the system standalone, the problem is minimum, not at a zero. The problem is minimum. When we send the data over the internet, so many attackers or hackers can access the data. Okay, so what's the problem will happen in future? Once they have accessed the data, they will do some changes, they will do some modifications. In worst case, they will delete the data. Okay, so this is one. What about the hardware? I mean, computers and the networks. Yes, yes. See, as I said earlier, when we transfer or send the data over the internet, the attacker or hackers can access the data. At the same time, attackers or hackers can send some files, some executable files, I mean virus, some executable files to the computer to degrade the performance of the computer. In worst case, they are going to disturb the system. Soon the computer or server may down. Similar problem will happen at the networks, right? Sir, what do you mean by cyber security? Which means that, so which consists of the procedures or methods, that methods are going to protect the digital information, computers, networks from unauthorized people. From unauthorized people. Here, the unauthorized people means what? Attackers or hackers. Okay. Some browsers may term it as the information technology security, IT security. Okay. Now you can get a clear idea about what is cyber security. Fine. Another definition is what? We are going to protect the information from unauthorized people to prevent the disclosure, modification, damage, or delete. Okay, so if we allow the unauthorized people to access our data or file, they will view our valuable data, they will do some changes, add some additional information, or do some changes, or sometimes they will delete the data. Okay, what about the impacts of the cyber security? What about the impacts? I mean, what is the disadvantage or limit or demerits of the cyber security? Means what? It's what? Extremely expensive. What is that? Very simply, you know, data breach. Sir, what do you mean by data breach? Means unauthorized people can access our data. So the thing is, you may ask me, sir, how an unauthorized people can access the data? The thing is, problem may be in our designed system. The problem is that, I mean, sometimes the vulnerabilities are in our system. System means either software and or hardware. Okay, so the data breach means which is a data leakage. Once the data leakage happened, unauthorized people can access the data, right? What about the consequences? I mean, they are going to damage the financial status of an institution or an organization, and worst cases are reputational damage. See, I mean, if an institution, an organization loses its reputation, it's very, very difficult to recover that things. Okay, that so they were having some damages like finance as well as reputation. Okay, students, we do have a different types of classifications of the security. As I said, internet, what do you mean by internet? It is a network of network. Fine. Network, what do you mean by network? It is a collections of computers which are interconnected. See, students, I mean, a collections of computers doesn't mean network. It's a group of computers. When we connect these systems or computers by using either LAN or internet, we will term it as a network, computer network. Okay, so the security means maybe classified into n times: computer security, network security, internet security, so on and so forth. Computer security, we are going to design the procedures to protect the data. The data is available in the computer. See, means, I mean, collection of tools. Students, I mean, it's not necessary to follow, it's not necessary to use the already existing tools. We people are computer science professionals, we are computer science experts. If we wish, we can propose the procedure to protect the data from unauthorized people. That is a bit of information to the students. Okay, I think that in the next year you are going to design or develop the project. Okay, you please think of it. Okay, how do we develop the project in order to protect the data? This is a bit of information for the students. And the network security, yes, another one is what? When the data is in the transmission, either attacker or hacker can access the data. So how do we prevent it? How do we prevent the unauthorized people to access the data? Right? Internet security, it's another extreme one. It's another extreme. I mean, when we send the data over the network of networks, over the interconnected networks, we are going to protect the data. So here we have discussed 3 different types of security: computer, network, internet. Computer, which means that the data are in the system. You may ask me, students, you may ask me, sir, if the data are available in the system, what is the problem? How the unauthorized people can access the data, can attack the data, can attack the system? Which means that, students, I mean, if we are not allowing, I mean, if we are not putting the enough security measures or countermeasures to the system, some other third party may log in the system and delete or destroy the system itself. So the thing is that when the data is in the static, when the data is in transmission, when the data is in the network and the network. So we are going to consider these different situations. Okay, right. Sir, am I audible? Shall I continue? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, fine. Students, I mean, cyber security which consists of so many areas. The first thing is, what are the aspects of information security attack? So we first think about what is an attack. How do we countermeasure that attack? Then how do we extend that mechanism? See, security attack means very simply is an action. I mean, it's some initiation, some action which compromises security of information. Compromises means what? The system loses its performance. Okay, I mean, unauthorized people can view the data. That's it. The system is compromised. There is no security in the system. Unauthorized people may delete. The system is compromised. Okay, so the attack means, see students, the attack is there is some intention. I mean, attacker can initiate, can do the attack by intention. Okay, right. Mechanism. What do you mean by security mechanism? I mean, we are going to design, yes, students, we are going to design the mechanism to detect the attack, not only attack, threat, and prevent the attack from the unauthorized people. So the mechanism is a solution, attack is a problem. That's it. This is, you can understand that. Okay, attack is the problem. So how do we provide the solution to the attack? In the way of mechanism, in the way of proposing the mechanism. Right. Next one is what? Service, which means that we are, which extensions of the mechanism. Of course, we are going to provide the security to the data, provide the security to the data in at rest as well as in the movement. Able to understand, students? I mean, we should not leave it as I mean, we are always thinking about the data in the transmission, the data in the medium only. We should provide the security to the data at the rest as well as in the transmission. Okay, security service, security mechanism, attack. So what I mean security service is provide the solution to the attacks. I mean, which provide the countermeasures to the attack. Okay, fine. What I mean by threat, I mean, is occasionally, I mean, it's not by intention. At sometimes the hacker will initiate that threat. Okay, which is also dangerous to the information system. See students, information system means what? It is a consist of subsystems. Each system has its own policies, each system has some data. Okay, fine. So what do you mean by vulnerability? These are the basic terms are there in cyber security. Students, vulnerability, I mean weakness. As of course, students, attacker means what? I mean, you may ask me, sir, how can attacker will initiate the activity? How the attacker will do the attack means what? First thing is they are going to study the system. They are going to monitor the system, the transaction, which means that they are going to find out the weakness of the system. They are going to find out the loopholes on the system. Once they have analyzed, that's it. So the vulnerabilities are there not only in the cyber, which means that has hardware, software, network, personal. Okay, hardware, I mean computers, CPU, and so on and so forth. The software means it means project, or it means a website. Okay, network. Yeah, see students, we should provide enough security mechanism to the network also. Okay, in that way we have to provide design the network. Personal, yes, another important system components. What personal? It means that the people are not alert 24/7. Sometimes they may mistake. Okay, which means that they simply note down the password and the table, or simply store the password in the desktop, in the notepad, something like that. So which means that there is some vulnerability. Okay, which means that attacker first analyze the system, then initiate the attack. Okay, fine. See what these categories of the threats, students, the thing, these are all the different types or categories of the threats. The first thing is what? Acts of human error, failure. I mean, this is what I see. As I said earlier, I mean, human beings may do some mistakes. Okay, which means that by unknowingly, by unawareness. Okay, the thing is what? Students, now we have a debit card, credit card. The advice from the bank authorities, what? You should not write the PIN number either backside of the card or the cover, backside of the cover, which means that they are giving the recommendation, they are giving some guidelines or directions to us. Okay, so the thing is what? If we miss the debit or credit card, unknown person, unauthorized people can access the card, simply insert the code, we people are we people have written the pin number backside of the cover, simply they can withdraw the amount. That's it. Okay, this is the act of human error or failure. Okay, then next one is a compromise to the intellectual property. Very, very important, students. Since we are computer science professionals, we should give the importance to the in this point. Okay, this threat. Okay, compromise to the intellectual property. What is that? I mean, I develop one project. Simply, other people may claim that they can develop it, they can publish it. Students, I mean, I prepare one paper. I mean, since I'm in the research, I prepare the one paper. I have planned to publish the paper or present the paper in a conference or journal. Other may simply steal the data, simply steal the file and publish it. Now, what is that? This is what intellectual property. So we have to very careful. Okay, see, students, another thing is maybe like music and so on and so forth, and the deliberate acts of espionage or trespass. What is that? Unauthorized access of data collection. Very, very important, students. Nowadays we are knowing about what is data science, ML, DL, machine learning, deep learning, and so on and so forth. Okay, which means the data set is an important component of data science or ML or DL. Okay, which unauthorized people can access the data. Actually, the data can be collected by ourselves. We spent a lot of time to collect the data, but we allow the unauthorized people to access that. Sir, how unauthorized people can access now? Because of our mistakes. Okay, then next one is what acts of information extraction. What is that? Blockmail. Yes, once see, this is what related with the personal profile of one person or financial reports of an organization or one bank. Unauthorized people can access the data and they can blackmail either the people or some bankings authorities that we have your data, you give some amount, so on and so forth. Then sabotage or vandalism, which means that explicitly destruct the systems. I mean, see, students, deliberate acts. Please observe the word deliberate. I mean, they're going to do this by intention. Okay, destruction of the system or information. They simply destroy the either the server or the system or the file. Simply they delete the file. Okay, then next towards the acts of theft. I mean, illegal confiscation of equipment and information. Very simply, they can do some changes. Okay, software attack. Seventh one is what? Deliberate software attacks. Yes, very, very important. Seventh point is the most important in cyber security. Okay, I mean, virus, worms, macros, DOS, adware, spyware, so on and so forth. Okay, deliberate software attacks. See, students, even the software attacks, in the classification of the threats, which is by intention, deliberate. That's why which comes under the category of threats. Okay, fine. Then forces of nature. I mean, this is due to the natural calamities which has happened. But anyway, I mean, natural calamities man-made operation. Anyway, we may lose our data. So the thing is, how do we provide the security to the data? You may ask me, sir, natural calamities, how do we predict that, sir? How do we expect that, sir? Very simple. You take the backup. And put it in the another safe place. Okay, so that is the solution to this. Okay, fine. So the thing is, security mechanism is what? And I mean, at this juncture, I just recollect the point. Security mechanism. What is that? Detect the attack, prevent the attack, and take the backup data. Okay, in that way we have to design it. And what is the next one? Quality of service from service provider. Deviation, of course, I mean, due to the power or due to some network signal, some attackers may hack the data. I mean, once they hack the data, they can do some malfunctions. Okay, we will discuss in detail about one by one. Okay, what is the next one? This is about the technical hardware failure or errors. I mean, equipment failure. Of course, system or server may loses its performance. Of course, there is a vulnerability in the system. If it is a vulnerability, an attacker will simply attack the system. And software, we all, yes. See, you may develop the project, students. I mean, you may develop the project in CC, I mean, cloud computing, or some IP image processing, or some other areas, wireless networks. But you have to provide the security to the project. We people are giving importance to the core part or kernel of the project, how our project should is better than the existing one. At the same time, we are going to give importance, or we are going to focus on the security. Okay, which means that we are going to design. I mean, first screen, of course, is a user login screen. Of course, I mean, username, password is okay. In addition to this, we have to give some additional security measures, such as by using the biometrics, or OTP, or so on and so forth. Okay, so see, okay, the point number 11 is what, how the attacker will attack the system. Means there is a vulnerability in our designed system. There is some problems. I mean, we made the problems. Okay, hacker will access the data, means there are some vulnerabilities, which means that we are not clearly analyze the system, we are not study the system, which means that we are not verify the system. Okay, so the thing is done by the hacker. I mean, students, I mean, we want, if I say the hacker, it doesn't mean negative sense, it means positive sense also. In companies, I mean, in software companies, they are going to recruit the people for analyze the system. I mean, hack. Okay, I mean, there are different types of hackers there. I mean, white, black, blue, gray, and so gray hack means what? Gray hack means what? They're going to analyze our own system. Okay, is there any vulnerabilities? Is there any loopholes are there? Okay, once they have analyzed, they can strengthen the security of the project, strengthen the security of the system. And the last one is what? A technical or technological obsolescence. What is that? Antiquated or outdated technology is very, very important, which means that we see, thing is, we are going to provide the security, which means that our system should updated one, our software should be updated one, or otherwise, if it is so outdated, it's so very old, then simply the system is compromised. Okay, so students, now you have a clear idea about it. So in what ways the attacker will attack our systems? So do you either technical, I mean, software or hardware, the attacker will do the attacks. Okay, the next one is, I mean, as I said earlier, point number 7 explicitly for cyber security. Okay, see, I mean, students, the concrete idea about virus, worms, Trojan horse, botnet, adware, so on and so forth. See, the difference between the virus and the worm. Virus is what? Attacker will simply send the file to the system. I mean, simply send the file means what? I mean, when you are surfing the internet, the attacker, I mean, an attacker send the virus. Very simply, we can surfing the net, the file is stored in the system or server, it automatically do its work. Whereas in the worms means self-executable. I mean, we within a few seconds or a couple of minutes, the huge amount of executable files are created, which means that, I mean, a number of files are created means which indirectly degrade the performance of the system. What it means, if the system is down, the entire transactions will be down. This is the intention of the attacker. This is the intention of the hacker. Okay, so the next one is what? A Trojan horse, botnet, and okay, that I mean, hide the some virus file to the either in the some image or some files, right? Adware, which means that, I mean, some virus files are hidden in the advertisement. Spyware is also there. I mean, what do you mean by spyware? The attacker simply send one file to the system or server, which immediately, once the file is installed, stored in the system, it immediately create so many some malfunctions. I mean, malfunction means either addition, deletion, modification, okay, so on and so forth. Okay, fine. See, if we say security means, what about its objectives, sir? Very simple, students. I mean, if I go and join in a BSc Computer Science, I know the course outcome. I know my objective. After 3 years, what I should be. Okay, right. Here, the security means, see, students, so far we have discussed about the different types of threats, okay, how the attacker or a hacker will do the attacks. Fine. Now we are going to design the system. The system has some objectives. Here, you people are seeing the triad, which means that 3 important objectives, 5 or 7 objectives are there, but this security triad or CIA triad, some professors may term it as the CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, availability. Very simple, students. Confidentiality, what it is. I mean, I feel that my data should not be accessed. Should accessed means my data should not be viewed by any others. Confidentiality. What it is, I send the file. That file won't be viewed by. That file won't be viewed by unauthorized people. Okay. What do I mean? Integrity. Integrity, which means that I sent the file. That file delivered successfully at the receiver or destination, free from modification. Free from modification. Availability, yes, either the data or file or system. Either the hardware or software, the resources is there. The resources can be accessed by authorized people. The resources can be accessed by the authorized people. So these are all the objectives, core, security. Some professors say it is a security objectives or CIA triad, security triad. Okay. Some other objectives are there: non-repudiation, and authorization. Okay. Here, these are the 3 important. Okay. See, if you are going to propose any cipher, any security algorithm in cyber security, you should focus about these 3 concepts: confidentiality, integrity, availability. Okay, students, you have a concrete idea about this CIA. What I said, confidentiality means prevent the data. Prevent our valuable data from unauthorized parties, unauthorized people. Okay, then integrity, protect the information from being modified by unauthorized people. What I said, we are going to we people ensure that the received data free from modification. Okay, availability, authorized people can access the information, not only information, systems or server also. Okay, now you may ask me, sir, can you give an attacks for these objectives? Yes, the answer is in the next slide. Okay, students, you have a very clear idea about objectives, security objectives. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. CIA triad. Triad means 3, no? CIA triad, security objectives, security triad, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Okay, fine. Yes. What I said, CIA, how the attacks will happen. Attack means what? Whether it comes in the category of confidentiality or in the integrity or in availability. The thing is what? You people can classify the attack into 2 types: passive and active. Passive and active. Passive means what? See, students, the an attacker won't do anything. A hacker simply monitor the transaction, monitoring the data transmission between Bob and Alice. Okay, and active means what? Attacker named Death receive the data, receive the file, does some modification, resend to the Alice. Okay. I mean, it is passive and active attacks are in general, but in detail, so many subtypes are there. Right. You may ask me, students, you may ask me, sir, how these attacks are related with our objectives, sir? Our objective is what? Cyber security. Students, once you know the problem, you are able to design the solution. You are able to propose the ciphers. See, where the problem will happen. If we have a strong idea over the, simply we propose the solution, right? Right? Okay. Right. This is a detailed information classifications of the attack. Okay. You please observe this. You please observe it. First one is what? A masquerade. Here it is what? A masquerade. What is that? Students, can you see the figures? Can you see the figures, students? Okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. Right. Since students, since you are connected with online, sometimes a signal problem, network failure happened. That's why I ask you. Don't mistake me. Right. Okay. Masquerade. Here, an attacker hacker can access the data and does some portion, some bits of the data and forward to the Alice, not at complete. Please try to understand. Replay. What is that replay? Very simple. It is simple means simple to understand, but very dangerous. Replay. The term itself convey the meaning, students. Replay. Repeatedly play the thing. What is that? Bob sent one file or one message to Alice. Bob sent the message to Alice. The attacker simply not receive. This is not a formal receive. Hack the message and does some changes, resend to the Alice, not at once. Repeatedly, Death will send the same message to the Alice, but Alice unaware about it. Unaware about the message, whether it is received from Death, which means that Alice believes that received message sent by Bob only. Okay, because unawareness of Alice. Okay, so please try to understand. I can give an example, students. Bob simply sent the message to the Alice. Please withdraw or something. Deposit some amount in my account. What Death will do? The Death will change the. Please try to understand. Simply change the account number and forward to the Alice. Okay, and also see, students, attackers are more clever. Attackers are more, so intelligent. Okay, so Death will act as Bob. The Bob, which means that Alice doesn't know anything about. Alice simply received the message. She believes that the message is sent by the Bob only. Okay, simply deposit the amount to the account. That account is of Death, not the Bob. What is the next one? Death simply resend the message. Simply resend them again and again. Okay, this is what a replay attack. Now, then next one is modification of message. Here it is a completely an attacker receives the message and does some so severe changes over the received message and forward whatever the message sent by the Bob, the Death receive it and does some modification and Alice. Students, now you can understand the difference between replay and the modification. Here attacker Death won't allow the messages sent by Bob to Alice. Simply receive the message, simply hack the message and does it. So I can say it is a man in the middle attack also, bucket brigade attack also. Okay, so students, you know the difference between the replay and the modification. And the denial of service is very, very important, students. Very, very important. This is another important issue in the cyber security. See, students, cyber means what? Which can, I mean, we are sending and receiving the data over the internet. Internet means we obviously store the information in the server. The attacker or hacker simply disturb the server. Now, what will happen? The server is down. Once it is down, entire transaction will be, is withheld. Of course, you may ask me there. You may, students, you may ask me, sir. Now we are in cloud, sir. Now we are in the cloud. Okay. Cloud means, see, students, at this answer, I'll tell you, in cloud computing, so many challenges, security challenges are there, so many security issues are there. Say, as I said earlier, attacker, they are analyzing this system. If we go for cloud now, then they also update their knowledge and attack the cloud also. So many researchers are going in the cloud also. Okay, so thing is, when you are moving from one system to another system, attackers simply switch over to the new system also. Here, the denial of service is a DOS. Very simply, we can say it as a DOS. Denial of service is an attack. Students, please, DOS is an attack which is related to the server. But previous three, I mean, masquerade, replay, modification, these are related with the system. This is related to one particular person. But the DOS, denial of service, I mean, which disturb the server. Okay, there, I mean, and attackers or hackers, the intent is simply simply down the server. Once the server is down, that's all. Okay, you may ask me, sir, can you give an example to this denial of service, financial system or share market, or something like a yes, healthcare system? You may take is the healthcare system. Okay, I mean, what are the transactions are going in the share market, at peak time, or I mean, n number of transactions are. If attacker simply down the system, now what will happen? You know the severity. Okay, this is a concept. Students, I just given one figure. You may ask me, sir, how DOS is so severe now? Attacker simply send multiple requests, multiple files to the same server, which means that the attacker simply send many files. Here you can see only 4 request to the server, but attacker can send n number of files to the server. Over the period, the server will busy by answering the queries. Over the period, it will be down. Okay, this is an DOS attack. Another one is DDoS, distributed denial of service, is also there. Okay, this is a centralized one. Students, you know the difference between the centralized system and the distributed system. It is what? A centralized one. If even if you go from centralized to distributed, now, yeah, there is one attack. DDoS attack, distributed denial of service attack. Okay, say I have given a rough idea between the passive and the active. See, students, yeah, yes. As I said earlier, students, attacker or hacker won't do the attack. They simply analyze the system. Okay, this is known as a passive. See, students, I mean, attacker. First step is attacker or hacker first access the data. That is what release of message content. Once they view the content, they are going to analyze. Students, n number of phases are in software development life cycle. We first collect the data, we analyze the data. Here, attacker, hacker first access the data. That's the first case, release of message content. Second one is he or she is going to analyze the traffic. Here, the traffic, what I mean, the traffic's data shared between the sender and receiver. Okay, once they have analyzed this data, they know some idea. Yes, very very peculiar case. They have some idea. Okay, this is the data sent by this one to that one. Okay, you may ask me, sir, can you give an example? Yes, students, I mean, while you are surfing the internet related one topic, they suggest and the system suggests some links. When you are surfing in the YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Over the period by searching the topic again and again. The next day when you are logging in and working within the YouTube, the software itself, the apps itself give the directions to you. These are all the things you have view, which means that the software analyze your performance, analyze your data, what are the sites, what are the data you can served, you can viewed, you can done some things. Okay, traffic analysis. Student, active analysis, active threat to attack is the second step. First step is passive. Here, the active means how the attacker or hacker will do that in either in the network or in the cyber. They simply analyze the system. Once they analyze it, they are going to so many malfunctions. The malfunctions are just now we have discussed the replay, modification, message content, masquerade, denial of service. You may ask me, sir, what is the use of this slide? Which means that students, previously we have discussed many problems, many examples. Now we have to categorize. Okay, what is active, what is passive. Okay, once you know, you can easily understand. Okay, masquerade comes under case of active. DOS, active. DOS means what? Denial of service. Attacker simply send multiple requests to the server, multiple files to the server in order to degrade the performance of the system, which means that active. Whereas a passive means simply they can observe it, they can read, study the system only. Okay, now you can clear the idea, students. Active, passive. Okay, right. This is another typical diagram which really helpful to you to analyze the system. Okay, right. The first one is what? The figure A. Figure A is a normal flow. A sender can send the data to the receiver. Source send the data to the receiver. Either the destination receive the data. This is a normal flow. There is no attack or threats, but here it is an interruption. You please see the importance of the interruption. Attacker simply stop the data, and interception. Interception means what? Attacker read the data. What are the data are transferred by the sender to the receiver, and then modification, receive the data, does some changes, resend the data to the receiver. Fabrication, yes, here actually intended sender, source didn't send anything to the receiver, but over the experience, over the knowledge, the attacker send the request to what I mean here. It is what replay. Right, students? Right. So now you know the different types of threats. Fine. You know confidentiality, integrity, availability, CAA triad. Or security triad. Confidentiality. What I mean? Confidentiality means what? We prevent our valuable data from unauthorized people. This is a confidency. Integrity means what? We prevent the unauthorized people to do some changes. Availability. We should provide the resources to the authorized, authenticated people to access the resources. Okay, now, right. So, these are all the attacks. Either interception, modification, fabrications are happen in these objectives. Okay, interrupt. Here it is what? The data should be available, should be accessed by the receiver. The receiver is an authenticated one, but attacker won't allow it. So it is an attack on the availability. Okay, then next one, interception. Confidentiality. Here it is what? Attacker. Students, can you see the cursor movement now? Okay, fine. See, just now, yeah. Okay, see, attacker can read the content. There is a vulnerability in the system. This is an attack in the confidentiality. Okay, then next one is modification. Modification and integrity. Okay, there is a attack happened on the integrity itself. And the next one is what? fabrication, authenticity. The attack happened at the authenticity. I mean, lose our authentication. Okay, right, students? Very simple. You may ask me, sir, cyber security. Okay, I mean, what I mean, we provide the enough security to the digital data, computer hardware, and the networks from unauthorized people. What are the reasons? Very simple. Because of money, some people may hack the data, and they can argue. They can ask with blackmail with the intended centers. Or some people have fun. Some people have attitude. The attitude like they are going to view one website, and they are going to find out the loopholes, vulnerabilities. I mean, I'm talking about the hackers. Okay, so hackers, you may ask me, sir, difference between attacker and hacker. Hackers means what? They simply study the system. They simply analyze the system. Once they analyze it, the next step is what? They may do some malfunctions. Once it is happened, they become an attacker. But attacker is what? They intentionally disturb the system. Revenge, yes, of course, because of competitions between the one or two organizations or companies, they do something like a revenge. Recognition, what is that? Say, I wish to say I'm the expert in one area, which means that I just hack one site, one company's website. I may say that, which means that what? Say that guy, that person is so great, so good in that one, which means that we should take in the positive side. We should take in the right sense, not at the wrong sense. Okay, which means for this only software companies recruit the people, as I said, recruit the people for find out the vulnerabilities are in the system. See, before deploying, before implementing the project, we have to analyze our system. We have to analyze the system. Yes, you may ask me that, sir, then what is the role of the tester, sir? Tester will do the test, sir. Then what is the role of the gray hacker? What is that? See, students, I mean, tester means what? They are going to test the performance of the project against the requirements of the customers. But here is, the hacker means the gray hacker are going to analyze the system, test the system against security objective. They are going to test the project based on the security objective. Cyber espionage. Last one is what? Cyber espionage. What? Very, very simple. Some organizations are going to closely monitor the activities of one particular person or higher authorities, something like that. Is comes under the case of cyber espionage. Okay, right. So the reasons. Cyber security. No, what I mean, there are some crimes, there are some issues there. We have seen these are all the different crimes. These are all the different crimes. Okay, so in order to avoid these things, we are going to propose this. Okay, then yeah, just a minute, students. Yeah, classifications. Yes. In terms of cyber security, the crimes can be classified in technical. In the previous slide, roughly give some idea to you. Okay, what is the reason, or what are the reason or intention? What is that? But here, cyber crimes comes cases of cyber stacking. Cyber stacking. What does that mean? Yes, comes under the case of the blackmail. Okay, then forgery. Which happen in nature. See, it's for faculty members that we may publish the papers in journal, but you please, before publishing the paper in the journal, we should be very careful. There is only one change, a minor change in the journal title, journal name. Okay, but when we are going to, before sending our paper to the journal or publication, we should just once, twice, thrice. We have to check ourselves whether the journal is in the Scopus or Web of Science and so on and so forth. Whether that title is there. The title for this, you do have some number, unique number, ISBN number. We have to check the journal title listed out in Scopus, either in Scopus or in the Web of Science, which it is an example of cyber security. Okay, cyber crime. So by looking that, we simply send the file. Now, actually, the paper is published in a journal which is not listed in the either in the Scopus or Web of Science or a UGC care list, so on and so forth. The piracy. Third one is what? Software piracy, students. Here the software piracy is that we develop one project, develop one software. Simply other unauthorized people can claim that. Okay, phishing. Yeah, it is an example of the modification, which is an you can correlate with the man in the middle attack. Means attacker can access the data and resend the same to the receiver. Computer vandalism. What is that? Attacker, their intention is simply destroy the computer. Simply destroy the computers. Vandalism. Yes, DOS attacks. Okay, that in order to degrade the performance of the server. Students, please try to understand the difference between the computer and the computer vandalism and the DOS. Computer vandalism related with one computer, whereas DOS related with the server. Okay. Very, very important one is a logic bomb. Sir, what is it actually? See, logic bomb means, see, in DOS, we have seen attacker can send the request to the server, multiple requests to the server. Here, the logic bomb means logic bomb or mail bomb, which means that attacker can send multiple files, multiple emails to the server. What will happen? The server receive the file, process the file. While it is processing it, which receives another file, which over the period it degrades its performance. So these are all the crimes happens in the cyber. Okay, right, students? So far we have discussed about the crimes classifications over, right? So far we have discussed about the issues. Okay, what is the solution? We do have a solution. Yes, we can propose the solution, which is known as a mechanism. Security mechanism is what? Detect, prevent, recover. Detect, prevent, recover. We can propose the solution known as cryptographic techniques. Very simple. Cryptographic techniques, cryptographic algorithms. Students, you may hear about cryptographic algorithms, right? See, cryptographic algorithm, what it is actually, which helps the authorized people, which helps the authenticated people to access the data. Okay, it is a tool to use to enhance the cyber security. Very important one, cyber security. Okay, initially the people use this kind of technique. Some mark. In order to convey the information, they use some marks, a hieroglyph. Greek people, they have used this kind of techniques, but which has some limitations, which means that we couldn't use it at always. Once the attacker knows the meaning, that's it. Okay, so that we can move to the some new algorithms, cryptographic algorithms. If you take any one algorithm, that algorithm should be sound, algorithm should be strengthened, that algorithm needs some keys. Yes, another one is what? How do we share the keys also? Okay, see, in the previous slide, students, we have discussed about, we are going to propose security mechanism. In what way? We are going to propose the cryptographic algorithm, cryptographic technique. If you take cryptographic technique, that needs algorithm, suitable algorithm, number of keys, and how do we share the keys also? Okay, right. So you please think about it. See, three things are important. Already we have discussed three important things of CIA: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. here we do have some things. So we need some suitable algorithm. Very, very important, students. I mean, the strength of the cipher. I mean, we can say, sir, we are sending the data in more secured manner, which means that algorithm ensure the confidentiality, integrity, availability also. Okay, and another case is keys, right? Then how do we distribute, share the key? Then this one is what I mean. We can classify the cryptographic algorithm based on the three important case. Based on the key, we do have a symmetric, asymmetric. Based on the operations, substitution, transposition. Based on the processing of bits, stream cipher, block cipher. You may ask me that, sir, how these classification will play a role in cyber security. You can propose the solution. You can propose one cipher. That cipher should comes under the case of any one of these three. Okay, key is symmetric. There is only one key used for either encryption and decryption. Asymmetric, two keys, operations, substitution, transposition or permutation. Then next one is what? Processing of bits. See, students, when you are encrypting the data bit by bit in a stream, group of bits in a block. Okay, this is the case. Yeah, it is another some more additional information I have given. This is the same. I mean, previously we have seen cryptographic algorithm. Once you have implemented it is a cipher, the cipher can be classified into two: classical cipher, modern cipher. Same, students, same, no more difference. But in modern cipher, we have added one new concept: hash. Most important. See, first two, symmetric, asymmetrics, ensure the confidentiality, whereas hash ensures the integrity. Which means that, students, yeah, I simply send one data to the receiver. How does the receiver ensure that whether the received data is free from modification? I mean, integrity. How does the receiver ensure the integrity? By using the hash. Sir, what I mean? What? See, very simply, hashing means what? Which is an algorithm. Yeah, algorithm which generate one fixed key, fixed value. Yes, of course, fixed value. That value attached with the transmitted message. Receiver receive the message and regenerate the hash value. Compare with the received hash value with the generated hash value. If it is changes, if there is any changes, definitely receiver ensure that okay, the received message is modified. There are some modifications happened. There is some attack happened. This is one side. Alternatively, I mean, receiver regenerate the hash value, received hash value with regenerate the hash value. If they are equal, if they are same, then the receiver ensure that the received message is free from modification. Okay, right. So see, students, we are not aware about these background processes are there in when you are sending and receiving the data over the internet. These are all the background processes. I mean, when you are working with the applications, WhatsApp, you may observe that end-to-end encryption. No one can view the data. What is that? These are all the concepts. Okay, all right. And another thing is what? Yeah, of course, we people are going to switch over from a modern to the LWC, lightweight cryptography. Sir, what it is actually, which is designed for one system. I mean, IoT. Students, since we are discussing cyber security means the internet is the backbone. Similarly, one technology is there. What is the backbone? What is the backbone of that technology? Is what? Internet. So Internet of Things. We can set up that network at any time with any devices, with any for transmitting any type of data. Structured data, unstructured data, and so on and so forth. But here we are using internet. If we are using the internet in this technology, there are some vulnerabilities are there. So how do we propose the solution? You may ask me, sir, now we are using IoT, smart system, sir. What about your contribution? What about your talk related with the IoT? Na? That is what LWC, lightweight cryptography, students. Cryptography, okay. Cryptography, this is what a lightweight cryptography, LWC. LWC exclusively designed for IoT, okay. So my presentation today, related with the cyber security and the extension to the IoT also, and other applications of IoT. Students, we can deploy the application agriculture, healthcare, education, so on and so forth. Though different applications are there, I simply give one typical application. Healthcare system. By using the IoT, doctors need not to monitor the patient's health condition. Simply the sensor send the data of patient to the doctors. The doctors can simply analyze the patient's health by using the IoT, which means that automate the system. Okay. Then layers are there, 5 layers are there. Not only 5, some professors proposed 3 layers, some professors proposed is 5, 7 layers, and so on and so forth. Very simple. Perception layers deals with devices, sensors, RFID systems. Transport layer provide the connections between the sender and receiver. Processing layer receive the request from users, process it. Yes, application deals with the encryption, decryption, and so on. So what do you mean by business? Students, now people are switch over from centralized to the cloud. So we store the data in the cloud. So which provides that kind of intelligence by the business layers. Okay. Yes, another one is for cyber forensics. What is that? Very, very important one. We know there are some crimes are there. How do we identify that? Tools and techniques for investigation of the digital data, to collect, to analyze the evidences. Okay. See, another definition is what? It is a practice of extract, collect, study the data, and document the data from different digital devices such as computers or digital storage media and smartphone and so on and so forth. So cyber forensics, what? It is a practice, right? You may ask me, sir, how this cyber forensics helpful for the cyber security, which means that how do we know there are some attacks, there are some issues that happened by using this? This is the input. Cyber forensics provides the input to the users. Okay, there are some attacks happened. By using this, we can prevent the attack in future. Okay, these are all the typical examples of cybercrime incidents. See, students, internet is the backbone. You see, if we don't have the internet, crimes will be reduced, rates will be reduced, but we are doing our operations using internet. If we are using the internet, we can, attacker, hacker can hack the some composed music files, even steal some amount. Why? They can steal the software code. In worst case, the people can hack or steal some papers, research papers also, so on and so forth. Okay, how do you may ask me that, sir, how does they, how do they do their work? Means simply steal, which means that stealing the data, or brute force attacks. Very, very important, students. Brute force attack means, it is an attacker or hacker simply try to find out the key, which means that once they have analyzed the key, that's it. By using the key, they can decrypt the data. Okay, brute force is not a simple process. It's not a single process. It is an exhaustive search, research. Okay, guess. Yes, of course. While you are setting the password, we may give like our year of birth, or our kidney, and so on and so forth. So the attacker can giving such a names, guessing, and the dictionary attack. What is that actually? They are giving to test the password. Sir, what are these things, sir? These things done by the attacker to know the key, to know the password. Okay, these are all the techniques used by the attacker. Okay, see, these are some agencies are there, some programs are there initiated by our country. National Information Security Assurance Program. Assurance, security assurance means what? Government of India, they have arranged so many awareness program for the people to know, in order to provide the informations about the cyber security and so on and so forth. See, we people have discussed about one side, finance and software code, papers and music only. Other side is some maybe like personal details of the some people. Okay, if the hackers or attackers will steal the data, what will happen, students? The consequence. Okay, right. Then Data Security Council of India, Ministry of Home Affairs, they have initiated so many. And the last one is what? There are so many research and developments are going in this area to how do we provide enough security to the people in the case of this. Okay, so we are at the end, students. While we are setting the password, what are the things we should do, what are the things we should not do? Okay, of course the password should be mixture of random mixture of alphabets, numbers, symbols, that when you are creating the password in the Gmail, it should be 8 or and some mixture of alphabets, numbers, symbols, and so also we have to change it over the period. Okay, when you are creating the password, we may observe that it's weak or strong, very strong, and so on and so forth. Students, some softwares also there for generating the password. What are the things we should not do? We should, first and foremost thing is what? Of course, we are not doing that, but in general, I'm saying that the people simply set the strong password. What they do, simply write it in one diary and keep it in the table. That's it. Over. Okay, simply they can store the password in the mobile itself. That's it. Over. Okay, even the thing is what? We may set the password. The success of the password depends on how we are maintaining the password. That's it. And another case is we should not use our names, dictionary words, so on and so forth. Okay, right. These are all the softwares generating the passwords. Okay, right. Right. Once again, I given different categories of threats. Students, we know the problems, we know the solutions. I also given the real-time experiences of the cyber crime. Okay, so as the software professionals, as we are the software professionals, how do we set our style? Okay, so you may act as the cryptographer, you may cryptanalyst, cryptologist also. Sir, what are the skills are required for this? Cryptographer means we may strong, means what? C, C++ or Python. Yes, I worked in Python. I proposed many cryptographic algorithms. So Python is nice. Okay, students, the importance, freedom of that programming language, Python. No, so in addition to this, we need some mathematical skills. Okay, once we have it, we can propose so many security cryptographic algorithms. Okay, fine. If you are sound in cryptographer, cryptanalyst, cryptologist, what I mean, cryptologist is a combination of cryptology is consists of cryptographer, cryptanalyst. Cryptographer means how do we build the strong cryptographic algorithm. Cryptanalyst means break the security. So if you are sound in both, we are able to propose, we are able to design the very good, very strong cryptographic algorithms. That algorithms address or countermeasures, different attacks. Yes, not only these three, ethical hacking is also there. So ethical hacking, please try to understand. You take it in the right sense, positive side. Once we are in Soundinna, we can provide enough security to our own website, our own company. Okay, so this is about the informations to you because you are a second year students. Okay, and soon you are going to develop the project. You please collect these information while developing the projects. Okay, so with these few words, let me finish this. Okay, I hope that this presentation, this session will really help to you to understand about the um, security in cipher mode and how do we propose the systems. Okay, and I once again I thank you all for giving this nice opportunity. In general, once again I thank you the college management, organizers, HOD ma'am, higher authorities, and I mean Ram Kumar sir, and you all for giving this nice opportunity. Students, I really thank you for your patience. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech. Next, I invite Dominic. A warm and graceful morning to our Honorable Secretary, Principal, Head of the Department, staff members of the department, dear friends, and our most valued guest. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks. I like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. P. Manikam. Thank you, sir. I'm
Thank
also
you.
grateful to the management, principal of the department, and staff members for arranging such a wonderful program even during this pandemic situation. I also thank my friends for their patient listening and attention towards the speaker. Last but not least, a big thank everyone for making this program a successful one. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.